there. Yeah, I think we're gonna get there. I think we're gonna get there now, brother. We are live. That's what I'm talking about. How's everybody doing this evening? Shuffle, LFI Nation, Michael Ray Newman, live by design, here deep in the heart of Texas. And I've got the man, the one, the great, the Edwin, Britt in North Carolina. I know he's been jamming all day, brother. I just got a chance to talk to you. We talked earlier just a little bit today. So, man, I hadn't talked to you in a minute, bro. How you been doing out there?
Hey, man, fantastic, Michael. Doing great, man. You know, started off early this morning and someone asked me how I was doing, man, and I let it up. I said, hey, man, I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing better than good. Matter of fact, 86,400 seconds could be the best day of my life. I've said that 3 times before 9:30 this morning, man. People were like, whoa.
Hey, man, you talk about upsetting your status quo, man. That's awesome, because as soon as they have this, and I know you coach a lot of people, Edwin, as I do, and we do a lot of mindset of a champion training, and that's what this is about right here, man. But it's so funny to me when all of a sudden you just blow, somebody's like, they've been hustling, they've been getting the kids to school, they've got their day going, stuff, a little disheveled, first cup of coffee, maybe not. And I know sometimes we can sense that, right? And I love when somebody teases me up like, hey, man, hang on a second. They're shuffling around, they're jumbling, they're getting the Zoom on. Oh, hold on, I can just tell they're a little, and they get in front of you and go, okay, how's it going? Oh, yeah. And then you just bring it, I'm doing great, I'm doing fantastic, I'm doing better than good, man. 86,400 seconds in this day, and I just might be the best one I had yet.
That's right.
Well, you think that's going to be a better call? Or you think you're going to leave them better than you found them? That's how I started setting it up high, man. You've done that so much, taught us how to do that. We validated some things, because that's one of the reasons you and I are simpatico, baby, and get to do those things. So tonight we want to talk a little bit about what's something that I've done. And I know you, believe me, I know you've done it. Your story probably just as good or more powerful than most, but I want to talk a little bit. And I also want you to go through some, 5 points of what you do, but investing in yourself. And it's kind of like fun sometimes. When I tell my kids we're going to go somewhere and have fun, it's forced fun, because the last thing we have time for sometimes is to invest in ourselves. And that's why I start every broadcast that we do, bro, whether it be virtually or in front of people. I start within the first 5 minutes as we're setting the stage. I need you to do me a favor today. Make it about you. That's what you have to do. You have to take the time to step back, because we're so involved in taking care of our family, taking care of our business, building the side hustle, chasing the dream, living a life by design, mindset of a champion, trying to get into that. So many people, though, don't even set goals. Less than 3% of Americans set a goal. If you set a goal, that puts you in the top 3%. And I'm not talking about just a goal. I'm talking about defining the goal, defining the gap, what that really looks like, and investing back into you. That's what we don't do. So Mindset of a Champion is all about that. That's what we're about too. So I want to talk a little bit tonight. I know you've got some really good stuff, brother. And I'll just rip on. I got a couple of things like we do. I know you've really taken some time to plan and prepare this, and I really, how grateful I am for you. I'm excited about it too. I love giving this to the masses. Whether you're joining us live or whether you're joining us on the YouTube channel or whether you're joining us on one of the Facebook pages, guys, have a great time. Sit back just for a few minutes. Get back on the couch. Shut the car off. Make it about you. Pay and make a couple of notes maybe, and then be ready to come back, invest in yourself. And the hardest way, the most important way though, is the time. Invest the time. Take the time to make the time. TNT, baby. Today, not tomorrow. The WIT, we live it every day. It's because it started way back 32 years ago. That's when we started that. So I want you, Edwin, run with it for just a second here, guys. Hey, everybody, I'm glad y'all joining us here, no matter where you are in the world and whatever platform you're seeing us on tonight, guys. Really excited about what we got going. And we're starting to kind of creep into the fall. We're creeping into one of my favorite times of the year, which we're not there yet in the fourth quarter when we start talking about finishing strong to start fast. We're in a really good time right now, a really good, unique time. We got a lot of cool things starting school. Kids are doing a lot of cool things. Businesses are starting to hop. Things are going really well with us. So, hey, guys, we want to talk a little bit about investing in yourself, Edwin. Welcome, everyone. E, jump on in here, brother. Give me these things, and let's get after it.
Awesome, Michael. I was thinking about you. I want to share with the audience 5 points today that are benefits of investing in yourself. And, man, you said it so well, right? We spend so much time thinking about other people, especially the ladies, right? The moms, man, they're always giving. They give You know, I know my wife wakes up and she says, I want to be the best wife. I want to be the best mom. Every day she gets up and that's her intent. That's her heart. I know Carrie's the same way, Michael. And oftentimes they're too hard on themselves, right? They don't feel like they've given enough. They look at their day and go, well, they don't think about what they accomplished, but what they didn't get. And that's just their giving heart, right? So you always set that up so well. So that's going to really resonate then with this very first point, right? Investing in yourself makes investing in others easier, not harder. Investing in yourself makes investing in others easier. So if you're somebody with a heart that says, I just want to help other people, I want to give to other people, or you're someone who says, you know, I just don't have the time. I'm so busy. I just don't have the time. But the idea of investing in yourself, it requires reflection, because we think, well, wouldn't it be better to help others first? But no, we got to equip ourselves first. Like we talk about leadership, Michael. I want you to talk to the audience tonight about examples of you investing in yourself, but more importantly, the benefits of investing in yourself and why we have to equip ourselves first. Like leaders, we have to be leaders of ourselves before we can lead our family, before we can lead our businesses. Michael, you're the epitome of the example of that. So talk about some of the benefits of you investing in yourself and why, you know, we got an event coming up in October. There's lots of opportunity for people to invest in themselves. There's probably people going to watch this haven't invested yet. And maybe tonight, not for us, but for them, they'll make a decision to invest in themselves.
But you know what? Something that I want to tell you something my mama told me when I was in 10th grade, maybe 11th grade, something around there in my high school careers. She saw that I just was not sleeping. And I had so many things going on. I am like the buffet dude that hadn't eaten in 2 days, but I'm like that every day. So I get up. I want to do it all. I want to help them all. I can do one of these guys that don't say no, right? I can't say no, can't say no. And I remember her coming into my room and sitting on the edge of my bed right when I was laying down late. And she said, hey, just do me a favor. I want you to just take a second. Take some time tomorrow for you. Get in a quiet place. And, you know, I know you have your quiet time, which I probably may or may not have been having my quiet time when I should have been then. I mean, I was hitting the bed late and I hit up and I hit the ground running. I didn't take time for me at all. I was jamming because what did I do? You know, woke up like I stole something. What do I need to do today? Who did I not serve today? Who did I get this done today? And I found myself running myself down. I mean, I had big old black circles under my eyeballs, and I was too young for that. So that stuck with me my whole life. Two things she said. She said, take time for yourself. And if you want it to go your way, you probably will, but you're going to have to take the time to take care of you. And that's what I think is so missed today, because we have good intentions of getting up in the morning and doing what we need to do spiritually, mentally, and physically, and getting into routines is the hardest part, because the best time to help somebody is what? When you've already helped somebody just a while ago. But you got to get up and not run yourself down. That's the gap. That's what we see so many people do, Edwin. In our coaching that we do, they jump right into me personally, jump right into business a lot of times. In my finances, my KPIs, what do my operations do? My sales, I'm the leader of the pack, speed of the facts, turnabout leader. And we're just jumping around. Whoa. Take a step back. I got to reset every single time, restructure, refocus, and relaunch. Reset,
Absolutely.
Restructure, refocus, and relaunch. And I do that daily in like every hour, every 15 minutes, every conversation that I have. So in the end of the day, I don't get everything done, obviously, but I take the time to see who I didn't get done, who I didn't serve, what community, what company that we didn't get taken care of. I reset for that whole day. And then then I shut it down. That evening, I take a little time for myself, take a little more time for the family, sneak in, give my little daughter hugs. I get just as much out of that as she does. And then in the morning, I get up and I spend a little time for me. Don't check the phone first. All those little things you guys been hearing, don't pick it up first. Sometimes I still do it. But at some point, usually when I'm working out, I get a chance to get it all in together. And sometimes better than others. I'm telling you, it's just the life's real, right? Struggle's real. So that's so powerful what you brought up tonight. I'm so excited that we're talking about investing in yourself so you can take care of others.
Yeah, man, so great. And that's what I heard you say, Michael. You're wise enough to realize you talk about running your family like you run your business, and you run multiple businesses, and you're giving so much of yourself, but you're wise enough to realize the importance of investing in yourself so that you can be better. Number two, and this is a big one, right? When we just hear the word investing, we often associate it, unfortunately, with risk or loss. So we say invest. So we'll use this as our event coming up in October. Invest. So we have a VIP entry. We have a regular ticket entry. There's no doubt that anyone who comes and participates in that is going to yield much greater than what they're going to invest. But people think about this. Oh, $197. I got to fly there. I got to take a hotel. I got to do this. And they don't think about what their current disciplines and activities are costing them. So price and cost. So that's one example of they perceive investment as potential loss. Well, it's going to cost me so much to go, as opposed to what my current activities are really costing me. And those are tens of thousands of dollars. Absolutely. No doubt about it, at a minimum. And then we associate it with risk, like we invest in the stock market. Well, it might go up, it might go down. Well, here's the thing that's different. I was talking about investing. But when you talk about investing in yourself, it always yields positive results, Michael. Number two, investing in yourself always yields positive results. So there should never be any question, never be any doubt. Should I do this? You said it so well. Today, not tomorrow. Michael, you're a guy who always has taken your shot. And you failed, you've won, you failed, you've won, but you always take your shot, man. Why is investing in yourself? Give us an example of why that's so critically important and why it always ends up being positive, even through your failures.
Hey, just like I said earlier, sometimes it's forced fun. Sometimes I don't feel it. Sometimes I don't want to do it in the morning. Sometimes I don't get up. I see James Brady saying, VIP, baby, you are all in, bro. You are already signed up for the VIP. I know you do not. And I was going to say, Edwin, I got to double check and make sure we're not sold out of that. So you said there's VIP upgrade. There may not be. So, but just to let you guys know, we'll send the link out again. This right here, and it's not always the direction I think I'm going in when I show up. Here's what do I mean by that? Well, sometimes I go to a tech conference, and it's because we're struggling with our IT. Or I feel like that one of the companies we don't have as strong as we are. So I go to this big Infusionsoft conference one time. I wound up meeting an old boy that I'm still friends with to this day that's going to be speaking at our event. And he's impacted millions of people. And that's not even the reason I went. I budget investing in myself every year. And it's pretty big chunk.
Awesome.
Because we tried, I mean, it's just part of the budget. It's part of the plan. And guess what? You know what? Every time it's not the money, bro. You know what it is? It's not the money. It's the time that I don't want to take. Every single time there's a ball game, there's a competition, there's something, a tournament that I need to go to. There's something that I want to do with my dad. There's something I need to get done this week, man. There's so many times of that's happened to me. And without fail, every single time, I'm glad that I went. I'm glad that I made that relationship. I'm glad I learned something. I had no idea this is what I needed to learn. But, it's the plan and the plan, right? Somebody knows what I need. And I know for a fact, getting in that environment, if I show up every day and I work 80 hours and you work 40, I'm eventually going to win, even though sometimes it takes a little bit longer. But as long as when my battery's strong, you know me, bro, it's hard to outwork me, right? But then the learning comes in. My dopamine goes up. Pressure goes down, and I'd be able to understand and listen and learn things. I'm more of a student than I am a teacher at these things.
So, Michael, what I heard you say is every time that you plan and prepare to invest in yourself, so then it's not an expense, right? It's part of the budget, right? And it always yields a positive return. You don't continue to do something in business unless it's ultimately netting a positive return. Number three key reasons, remember we're going to talk about 5 tonight, guys, is you build self-confidence when you invest in yourself.
We'll go back through and recap them.
Yeah, you build self-confidence when you invest in yourself. So not only is it always yields a positive return, but you got to invest in yourself before you can invest in others. It builds self-confidence. Michael, in our consulting and coaching, and we coach from CEO level all the way to entry level, right, and consult. How many times in your career and my career, and when we're together, it might not sound exactly the same, but ultimately what they're saying is, I just don't have the self-confidence or the self-esteem to go do that. Oh, you can do it, Michael. Edwin, you can do it. But me, I'm just, and if they really knew the truth, man, you and I struggle with fear and trepidation and failure and doubt all the time. You just got to push through it. So, number 3, Michael, Give us some examples for you, maybe athletically or professionally, where investing in yourself yielded self-confidence for you. You can look back now and say, hey, I had more confidence as a result of my investment in myself.
But I can tell you right now, Ed, when I was when it comes to athletics, I was the runt of the litter. And I remember just showing up every single day, knowing I was going to be 4-string riding pine, but I was at the front of the line on every drill. The biggest dudes were on me. I would take the hardest hit. I would take the hardest hit. I would always be in the front of the line. I was always ready to go. I was at practice early. I was at practice. I was there late. I was investing in myself. The coaches had a meeting. I was there, extra training. I stayed late. Now, I didn't know that I was 5 foot when I was a freshman in high school. I wound up being 6'2" and a little bit better when I was, or probably around 6'2" when I was a senior. And what happened in that time? Because I invested in myself, I did not know the outcome. I did not know what it was going to yield. You leaving and going to this event, leaving your family. I see James is investing. He's going to miss a couple of games with the kiddos. And, man, that right there is tough to do. You talk about that. But as an athlete, I had given it all right then. I am all in. I saw somebody say that earlier. All in. That's what I'm all in, baby. Here's what we do. Now, here's what happened. Because I'd invested in myself, I didn't wait to see if I was going to grow. I knew I could handle it. I was hitting harder than those boys too, running faster, stronger, and I had gains. But, my dad says not the side of the dog. It's the side of the dog and fighting that dog and all that little stuff that you do. But here's what happened. As soon as I grew, everything slowed down. And because I was such a student, I was able to read 3 or 4 steps ahead and get there faster now. And I wound up having a ton of fun playing and at another level. So at a couple of different levels. So I'm telling you right now, guys, investing in yourself, not knowing that it's okay. I don't know exactly what it is. What am I going to get out of it? I'll promise you, you're going to get out of it what you thought, more than likely, but 10x more.
So cool, Michael. Yeah, what a great example of that. And hey, James, I see your comment about missing games. I totally understand that. I know Michael does. I'm going to miss a couple games. My daughter plays college soccer, and we're going to miss a game or two while I come to Dallas. But you know what? She understands, and I understand that what we're going to do is bigger than ourselves, right? So we do make sacrifices along the way, and thankfully, we do live in a virtual. Thankfully or unthankfully, we live in a virtual world where I can still catch the soccer game on the computer, right? I spent 25 minutes tonight after working all day, looking at what my schedule is going to be the next 6 weeks. And the first thing I do is look at my children's activities, Michael. And I say, okay, how can I travel out of this city, not that city? Can I go and still take care of business, right? So that's something we all struggle with, but that just shows reflective good heart, James, Michael, everybody listening tonight. Number 4, this is huge. Michael and I talk about this process called trust. And we talk about how it's sustainable. And then we also coach and consult to activities that we see and we say, you know what, that's not sustainable. Like if you're trying to do everything and you don't have a process and procedures, it's not sustainable and it's not scalable. So you're working really hard and you're going to hit the wall. But when you invest in yourself, mindset of a champion, which Michael and I are going to be launching in Dallas at the big event. You guys are going to have the first opportunity to invest in something Michael and I have been working on for over 2 years. And really, if you think about it, it's about a combined 60 years of struggle that's all going to be compiled in this. And you're going to get the first opportunity to say, yes, I want mindset of a champion in the world. And it's going all over the world. But we talk about being sustainable. Number 4, you ensure sustainability when you invest in your growth. Think about that, man. You ensure sustainability when you invest in your growth. Michael, you're a guy, man, who has built companies and taken them to very high levels. In other words, sustainable levels so that the value of those companies were such that people said, I want to write you a big check, a big check with lots of commas. I know you didn't get there without investing.
That's right.
In yourself.
You know what's really cool about it? Investing in myself and investing in the companies that I can have sustainable results, because there are times that it's not, what I do is not sustainable for long term. Just like our construction company, we lost one of our the leader in that company. I've been involved in that company for over 30 years. I had to step back in a position and run that company. That was not sustainable, what I was doing with everything else. It just wasn't sustainable. So what I did is look for the process, the procedures that need to be put in place so I can make sure that company stayed at the standard that we had hit. And that's what you're going to learn when you come in here and you talk about mindset of a champion. You're going to learn that about mindset of a champion. Sustainable results, Edwins, they always come when you have process, procedures, and process and procedures in place. And I learned that the trust process, think, plan, prepare, relate, uncover the need, offer a solution, take massive action. I'll promise you 3 or 4 years ago, I couldn't do that like that. But being able to make myself a student and always pouring into myself, I'm able to turn around and give to others better and stronger.
So cool, man. I'm having a blast going through these 5 points with you, Michael.
Hey, really quick too, guys, really quick. Hold on a second. If you guys are joining us, hang on, E. Sorry. If you guys are joining us later, we're going through 5 points of why you need to pour into yourself and what it means and talking about sustainable results. So, Edwin, you can go back through and catch them and we'll review them real quick. I know we're going to run a little bit over, but number 5, talk to me right now, baby. Tell me something.
Number 5, man. Drum roll, number 5. Hey, investing in yourself offers continual improvement. Whew. I think I've heard that before in a different format. I think you probably hear Edwin and Michael go say, it's a journey, not a destination. Man, that's number 5, guys. Investing in yourself offers continual improvement. Opportunities abound when you take risks and dive into the unknown. You strengthen relationships with others when you have value to share and experiences to relate. Value to share and experiences to relate. How do you do that? Man, you got to be constantly investing in yourself. You got to stay relevant. You got to stay in front of it. That allows you to be proactive, not reactive. Michael, talk to us about your real life, professional experiences, personal experiences about that journey, man. And man, I every time you speak, I cry. So and I've heard it a lot. But man, what a continual journey you've had, brother.
Yeah. It is, man, and it's so funny because the journey is more fulfilling than the end. And it is a journey. It's not about where you're going, I'll promise you. You need to plan to be successful. You need to plan to go from success to significance. Financially, money's not everything. It's reasonably close to oxygen. I've had money and I hadn't had money, and I'll promise you my life's better when I have it. Making it wasn't the problem, right? So here's what you guys got to understand. It is the journey. It is more because when you get to the destination, if it's about being multimillionaire, got to have the money, got to have it, get it. So, well, you better plan on getting the money, and you better plan on what you're going to do with it when you get it. Because if you don't, you're going to get there and say, oh, that was it? Now what? I thought at 44 years old, I had it retired, got a little cocky, got a little arrogant, like, man, I just wasn't. Then all of a sudden, I was like, I need to get out. It's just not. It is the journey. It's about that journey. It's about getting up. I know this is kind of cliche, and people talk about what's your why. Well, I'm not even sure what I want to do when I grow up yet. It's not about the why. I mean, there's so that right there is okay if you don't have your why, but you have to know what you're working towards. And in the journey, you have to realize I'm learning. I'm still here. I'm stuck. But become a problem solver when you go through that. I know exactly. And this is the cliche part. You really just got to do one thing. You got to get up one more time, then you get knocked down. And it's not going to stop. Right when you think you have it figured out, life will come sucker punch you. That train has already left the station. There's going to be big trials and tribulations in your life coming to you right now. Unfortunately, I don't care how old you are. I don't care what season of life you're in. If you really want to go from success to significance, and what are we talking about? Success is what I'm trying to get stuff. I'm trying to get cool stuff. I'm trying to do vacations. I want to pay for my kids' college. And we've done a lot of those things. But then significance is when you can help other people be, do, and have more. Hold on a second. Help other people be, do, and have more. But then when you do something really good about be, do, and have for yourself, now we have to be, do, and have, do the right things in those areas to us, for ourselves, for our immediate family, before we can be significant and take that forward. I want you to talk, man, wrap us up, bring us home today. I know we went over a little bit. If you haven't done this, guys, we're going to go through the 5 steps again. Edwin will. But Edwin, I want you to talk about that significant piece. And I want you to talk about the journey, about what you've done and we've done to bring this whole thing home, Bubba. I know you got it in you.
Well, man, so thank you, Michael. You brought so much to us tonight. And I want to go back and restate these 5. Before I do, I want to touch on just a back thing of what Michael just said about the continual journey. no matter what you do, and I posted something earlier this week. I said, discover what you love to do and do that, right? Discover what you love to do and do that. And oftentimes people see what Michael and I get to do, and we're privileged to be able to do it. And they go, I want to do that. And I always caution them. I said, man, be really careful, especially if you want to do it professionally, to understand what it takes to do. How many times have Michael and I climbed on that stage when things were going on personally in our lives that were challenging? Can you get up there then? Can you? That's what Michael was talking about. Keep getting up. That's a big difference. People fall in love with the attention. They don't understand the discipline and the hard work that goes on behind it. But that's not unique to being a professional speaker. Any business requires that discipline, right? That keep getting up, going in when you don't feel like going in, pushing through. So it's a continuous journey. That validates why you got to keep investing in yourself, because Michael said the train's already left the station. The punch is coming. Are you ready? And sometimes you are and sometimes you aren't. But when you've invested in yourself, you're more prepared than when you haven't. It's like driving your car with bad tires, no gas. My grandfather told me, Michael, he was a wise guy. He said, hey, you know what? You can drive without gas, but you can't drive without oil. All right. You go, there's no oil in your car, you're in trouble. You can always get a can. Back then, gas was about 75 cents a gallon, right? When he told me that, it's like, $1, you can have some gas.
Right. Thanks.
Without oil, you're in trouble, man. Here's the 5 points. Some of our greatest lessons. We should write a book about lessons from our grandfather. You know what I mean?
From Papa. That's right, baby. You know what that's all about.
Yeah. That's so cool. Number one, investing in yourself makes investing in others easier. Michael talks about that so well. We're always giving to other people, especially the ladies in our lives, the moms, the grandmas, the wives. Got to invest in yourself, and that makes it easier to invest in others, number one. Number two, investing in yourself, unlike investing in the stock market, which comes with a level of risk, you might win, you might lose, or investing in coming to our big event, the LFI event coming up in October, where you get to invest at a certain amount of dollars in order for 3 days of some of the best speakers from around the world. Why would you not want to do that? We may be sold out of VIP. Michael's going to qualify that, but we still have some seats available for admission. Always yields something positive. Investing in yourself, number two, always yields something positive. Number three, you build self-confidence when you invest in yourself. You build self-confidence when I didn't say arrogant. Like if you meet Michael, he's one of the most humble, relatable guys you're ever going to meet. I feel like I have those attributes, but that comes from a healthy self-confidence, not arrogance, a healthy self-confidence. Michael, would you agree with that before I segue to 4 and 5, the importance of having a healthy self-confidence?
100. That's right. You got to be confident, but not cocky. Talk about coaches. He told me a long time ago, brother, and there's a difference. And really quickly, I'll tell you the confidence and not cocky story. Confidence, you have ability, you have confidence in yourself because you have a process. Because if the pressure's on, you're going to lean into something you've been taught that gives you the confidence to move forward. That's what that is. Cocky's when I got this, it's all about me, I'm going to take care of it. And a quarterback coach told me that one time, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't telling me that because I was confident. I might have been a little cocky. He said, listen, you got to lean into the coaches. You got to lean into the staff. You got to lean into your alignment. You got to lean into your team. You got to lean into even your defense. Understand they're going to give you the opportunity to win. And when the ball's in your hand, you can do it because you prepared, you planned, and you know exactly what needs to be done. And that's exactly what trust, mindset of a champion is. It's about learning that process, which gives you the self-confidence to have that conversation, to step out of your comfort zone, to go for it when you're not sure if you need to. And knowing if you do that and immerse yourself in it, good things are going to happen. We're going to win or we're going to learn. We don't lose, baby. We win or we learn. Great stuff, E.
Hey, man, what a great segue to number 4. Number 4 is the last 2 points. You ensure sustainability when you invest in growth. You ensure sustainability when you invest in growth. Man, I mean, we could add words to that, but that just paints this picture of this bridge, right? Just keep building the foundation, but you've got to invest in yourself. And then lastly, investing in yourself offers continual improvement. That was the last point Michael made. And man, for those of you who are going to be coming to Dallas, and I hope if you're waiting on the fence right now, make a decision right now. Whenever you hear this, I want you to find a way to click and join and be with us, because you're going to hear a lot of amazing speakers. When you hear Michael's journey and his story and what he has endured to get where he is, it will touch you in a way that will be transformational. I promise you that. He won't say that, but I can say it because I've witnessed it so many times all over this great country of ours. Investing in yourself offers continual improvement. You owe it to yourself. Guess what, guys? You deserve it. You deserve it.
That's right.
You deserve it. Michael, take us home, brother. It's been such a pleasure to be with you.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, yeah, thank you. We spent a little bit of extra time tonight, guys. This has been great content. Understand, more importantly than my story, it's the results of it, what we've learned. Edwin, you and I both, you have a powerful story. I mean, you've had many, many failures, and we've gotten up one more time and we've been knocked down. There's times that we've been down sitting on this stage that I travel with you. I've been down, but guess what? I'm getting up because that's what we're supposed to do. And I know we talk a lot about the ladies because they take care of so many people in their family. They don't ever pour into themselves. I mean, not even a nail appointment sometimes. That's so big for something like that. But us men, we suffer in silence, guys. Mm-hmm. I mean, the non-communication, that's the killer. So here's what you got to understand. What you're going to learn when you come to this and you pour into yourself, when you invest in yourself, you're not only going to learn the story, the background, the history, the relationships that we're going to build from that, the networking you're going to have. You're going to learn a process that gives you sustainable results in a positive way. I'm not saying it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. And you're going to be able to take that home. And those couple of soccer games you're going to miss, James, those games that you're going to miss, what you're going to be able to turn back around, come home and give your baby girl, your son, that right there is worth every minute of those games that you're going to miss. And I'm just telling you that, speaking from experience. I still fall short as a dad. You know, and ain't no doubt, no about it. I fall very short as a husband also, and even a brother. But I'm always going to get back up. I'm going to own it. We're going to move forward, and I'm going to make sure that my battery's charged spiritually, mentally, and physically, and personally, so I can financially in my career and with my family, I can live a life by design is what our whole goal is too. And we're not trying to leave a legacy, Ed, when you say it so well, but to be significant, we're going to live our legacy. I want people to see it. And that's the challenge sometimes. So guys, appreciate y'all stopping in. E, we're going to get the link in there. Thank you, sir, for all the time here out there in North Carolina. We love you, brother. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. Call us if you need us. Play hard, have fun, and above all else, make it count.
Hey, see you in Dallas soon, brother.
See you guys later.